And before I get started into this very important lecture, I just want to take a moment to thank all of my supporters and everyone for supporting my channel. You know, I'm so excited in regards to the trajectory path, in regards to where I'm going to take my channel as we usher into the year of 2025. So with that being said, the focus of this lecture is going to be how I have developed, cultivated, and nurtured and grown my YouTube channel. You know, my channel is almost 5 years old, and I'm gonna talk about some things I did first of all for my channel to get monetized. You know, my YouTube channel became monetized January. My channel got monetized January of 2023. So pretty soon it'll be 2 years that my channel has been monetized. My YouTube channel is a little over 4.5 years old, and I uploaded my first video, and I literally went by and looked at that first video. June 6th of 2020 is when I uploaded my very first video. And I challenge anyone to go check out that very first video, the oldest video, will take you to my first video. And the title of that video is My Rock Bottom of Financial Freedom. And I'm gonna tell you something about my first video. My first video is directly in line with my chapter 1 in my book, Awake Financial Freedom. And that was by design, people. My book became available. I went through two renowned publishing companies. This book is available in paperback version, Kindle version, audiobook version, Google Play, all of the above. Also, I'm going to talk about and share in terms of how my YouTube channel earned the YouTube Silver Play Button Award. I was awarded that YouTube Silver Play Button Award January of 2024. And I'm going to tell you something, girl, that was a tremendous feat. It's so many stringent requirements as a content creator to, first of all, to earn that award. You gotta have that first, hit that first 100,000 subscriber milestone. You have to have done uploads within the last 6 months. Your channel could have no active violations of any kind within the past 365 days. As a content creator, you got to be in compliance with the YouTube terms of service, not be rejected or suspended from the YouTube partner program, meaning monetization, not be terminated or linked to a terminated account, not have any deceptive, spammy, or scam content on your channel. All of your content, the main part of your content that you publish must be original. YouTube, hear what I'm saying. YouTube will review your channel to ensure it meets all of the eligibility criteria before they issue you that award. Make no mistake. Typically, they're going to spend a good almost 2 weeks reviewing your channel, dissecting your channel to make sure you meet all of those stringent requirements before they issue you that award. And I'm going to give you an example of how powerful it is in terms of meeting all those requirements. You know, there are content creators who may have 400,000 subscribers, but they are not eligible to earn the YouTube Silver Play Button Award because they cannot meet all of those other stringent requirements. So I'm going to share as I continue to lecture in terms of many things I've done to cultivate and develop and to nurture my channel. Also, my YouTube channel became eligible, and this is significant, people. My YouTube channel became eligible for brand deals, brand connect, meaning interchangeable with brand deals, August of 2024. And once that happens, a media kit was surfaced in that content creator YouTube studio. If your channel ain't made it to that stratosphere, you have no clue to what I'm talking about, but that media kit is directly tied into how organizations go in and look at that media kit before they send that content creator a contract. So my channel became eligible for brand deals August of 2024. And this media kit is also a tool that helps to help to pitch my YouTube channel to brands, to various different companies, by automatically creating a shareable summary of my audience insight. So my channel became eligible for brand deals August of 2024. I remember I was on vacation and I went into my YouTube studio. YouTube alerted me of my channel being eligible for brand deals at that time. And mind you, at that time, I believe I had well over 300,000 plus subscribers. August of 2024, when my channel became eligible for brand deals. So I say that to say I have done a lot of hard work behind the scenes since day one. Again, YouTube also alerts. They alerted me when they will also alert me when they have found the right brand for my unique channel. So the beauty of that media kit is I ain't got to worry about trying to negotiate with these companies. No, YouTube does a big part of that for me. And when these contracts are sent to me, I'm going to take my time to review those contracts, and I have the power to either say yes or no on whether or not I want to go into that contractual agreement with that organization. So, you know, all of this, I say this to say I work hard to get my channel to this level. You know, I'm going to talk a little bit about the criteria for brand deals, for Brand Connect. Number one, you got to already be in the YouTube partner program, meaning your channel got to already be monetized. Number one. So I've gone through steps to get to that point. You got your channel got to be based in the United States or India. Those are the only countries that meet the criteria for brand deals under the YouTube guidelines. No active community guideline strikes on your channel to be eligible for those brand deals. You must follow all of the YouTube terms of service. You must follow all and be in compliance of all of the YouTube community guidelines to be eligible for Brand Connect and brand deals. You gotta follow the YouTube platform policies. That's why I tell content creators, you have got to make it your business to read those guidelines, to read the YouTube policy, terms and agreement as if your life depends on it, people. Don't go by what other people say. No, get your behind on YouTube Studio and read it from the source. If you have questions, email YouTube directly and they will give you clarity on those guidelines. You know, I listen to a lot of content creators where I'll be listening to these people, and sometimes what they be talking about, I'm thinking, where is they getting this from? Show me any guidelines on what you're talking about, because I've always been a reader. I've been reading heavily since age 3. So I'm always reading, dissecting, asking questions from the source. And you gotta be in compliance with any other applicable terms that you agree to. Just like if you get a brand deal, then there's a contract in place. So if you, as a content creator, if you get a brand deal with Dunkin' Donut, that's a contract in place. So you got to be in adherence to those contractual agreements and guidelines in relation to when you get those contracts. So there's a lot going on, people, behind the scene, for real. So I say that to say that I'm going to now shift gears and talk about all of the hard work that I've done since day one to develop and to cultivate and to nurture my channel, to have done all that, to attain all those accolades along the way, you know, silver play button, brand deals, monetization, you know, and I'm working harder now than ever before. Make no mistake. Because trust me, anybody who's listening to this, anybody, I don't care how small or large your YouTube channel is, whatever, there is work. And a lot of folks who have gotten their channel into this stratosphere, they're not putting enough time talking about the work behind the scene, people. Because I'm gonna tell you something, ain't nothing in this world of true value. You think I got this all quick and easy? No. Let me slow this thing down. No. So one of the main things I did, you might want to take notes, because right now I'm going to present this blueprint, people, that has worked for my channel. The number one thing that I've done from day one, way back in 2020, before I even did my first upload, is you have got to have a strategic business plan in place. There you go, with goals. And I said this before, with goals, with measurable objectives, and a projected due date in relation to the target date that you want to achieve that goal. That's you. Here's my business plan right here. My business plan right here is over 30 pages long. I have many things on my business plan, but I can literally look on my business plan way back. One of these goals I put down June of 2020 is to start my YouTube channel. That was the number one goal right there. There's a goal right there. I wrote this down way back in 2020. And one of the goals to start my YouTube channel and to attain my first 1,000 subscribers. I wrote that way back in 2020 in relation to my YouTube goal. So my thing is, you got to have that business plan in place. Also on that business plan, you should have your mission, goals, and objective clearly outlined in that strategic business plan, the concept of your channel. I got other goals on there too, but I'm going to gear this towards specifically to what I've done to develop and to cultivate and to nurture and to get my channel people to the next stratosphere. So that's number one. And you got to be looking at this business plan, updating this business plan, revising this business plan as if your life depends on it. If you don't have this strategic business plan in place as a content creator, how are you going to measure the progress of your channel? How are you going to measure it? I'm baffled. You know, I want to talk about that number one goal I wrote down to attain my first 1,000 subscribers. I can remember this. I want to talk about that first 1,000 subscribers, on what I did to do that. Because I'm going to tell you something, it took me well over a solid year to get 100 subscribers. And I'm looking at this, I said, if I need 1,000 to monetize, and it took me a year to get 100, when I realized the slow pace of my channel in the beginning, when it took me over a year to get 100 subscribers. I had to go back to my strategic business plans and revise it. And going into my second year of my YouTube channel, I had to change my strategy. And when I was still in the workforce at the time, and I knew I only had a little over 100 subscribers. I knew I needed 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours to monetize. Going into the second year, I only had 100 subscribers. I think I had 60 watch hours. I said, at this rate, I would never get monetized. Never. So what I did every day after work for about 11 months, working my full-time job, I even had a part-time job on the weekend. Every day after work for about 3 hours, after working long hours in my zip code, I literally went to a nearby gas station. I got to know all the staff members up there, the cashiers up there, and I spent hours and hours meeting people in the real world, for real, marketing my channel, engaging people in dialogue. I wasn't just walking up to these people and say, hey, subscribe to my channel. No, I was walking up to these people, introducing myself, engaging in extensive dialogue. And I did that for about 10, 11 months. And as I was doing that, I was noticing that people were so amazed with me being out there doing the footwork, meeting these people, and I was listening to them as they share with me information about their goals and dreams and aspirations, and I'm just listening. And by the time at the end of that dialogue, you know, I would say, hey, by the way, I got a YouTube channel. And before I can even get to say all that, they're whipping out their phone and subscribing to my channel on the spot. So I did that aggressively for about 11 months. And that I was noticing in the course of a month, I was getting well over 100 natural subscribers, specifically from out there in the trenches doing the footwork. And that's how I got that first 1,000 subscribers. In the trenches, people. In the trenches, marketing my channel as if I was running for office. Most people ain't willing to do that. I still get people from the natural environment, but not at that level. And what I was noticing as I was marketing my channel in my zip code, I would run across many of these people in my zip code who had prior conversations with me. So we would begin to have follow-up dialogue, follow-up discussion. And they were telling me, and I knew they were watching my channel because they were telling me certain videos that they watched. They were so blown away. Then they began to share my channel with people in the household, people they know. And that went on for almost a year. And I was noticing my watch hours were rising and rising and rising and rising, all because that first 1,000 is the core foundation to my channel, people. And that is what pushed me to the level where I got monetized. If I wouldn't have done that, if I wouldn't have added on my strategic business plan to get out there in the natural environment every day after work and market my channel, if it wouldn't have been for that in the state of North Carolina, my channel wouldn't have got monetized. That first 1,000 people, think about this now, that first 1,000 people, they were so amazed. Then they start turning my YouTube channel with everybody in their household. So now that first 1,000 turned into 2,000, 3,000. But that first 1,000 was my baseline. That's the core of my channel. That's how Marie Holiday got my channel monetized. So then another thing I want to talk about in terms of the success of my channel, in terms of how I have developed and cultivate and nurture my channel. Number 3, you have got to embrace the business model. You know, being a content creator is a business, people. You got to embrace that business model as a content creator. It's a business by evidence that YouTube send content creators whose channels are monetized a 1099 at the end of the year. You're getting a 1099 at the end of the year to reflect your revenue. You got to turn that 1099 into your CPA to file for your business and personal taxes. That's evidence that it's a business. It's evidence that this is a business. Violate those community guidelines. They were shut you down. Those policies and procedures. So you got to embrace that business model. That's how I knew early on that I had to have a strategic business plan in place. Day one. Day one, people. Day one, stepping up into this game. Before I even uploaded my first video, the first thing I had to do was develop my strategic business plan. I'm going to talk about this business model because this business model is the foundation of not just of my channel, my brand, my company, my book, Awake Financial Freedom. There we go. And I'm going to talk about this business model in detail because this here is what a lot of people don't want to put emphasis on. They just want to jump in and say, oh, I want to be a content creator, make a whole lot of money. And I listen to people. I've had discussions with people. Then I listen. Then I may ask them a thought-provoking question. Do you have a strategic business plan in place? Let's talk about your business model as a content creator because it is a business, whether you realize it or not. When you look at this business model, think of it like a triangle. And I'm going to talk about what's on the left of this triangle, on the right of this triangle, in the middle of this triangle, and at the base of this triangle. This business model. This is my business model. It ain't got to be anything fancy. No, get that business model on paper. And on the left of this business model, as a content creator, in terms of many ways, in terms of how a content creator make money, yeah, you're going to make money through your watch page ads, your short feed ads, your memberships, your gifts, and your super chat. Yeah, you make a little money. But where you make the significant money when you understand that business model, you're going to make the significant money when you push your channel into the stratosphere where now it's eligible for brand deals, brand connect, where now companies are going into a contractual agreement to pay that content creator money to run their product and services and brand across their channel. But you notice I said it's got to be a contract in place. So all of that is on the left side that I just talked about, that money piece. So the brand connect, brand deals over there, revenue, which a lot of content creators don't want to wrap their mind around. Also, that content creator is making revenue from the other products, services, and brand. I'm going to always market my product, my book. It can be an audio version, ebook version, Kindle version. I'm going to always market my book on this platform to drive sales. I don't have to worry about restocking my books. My publishers do that. Only thing I have to worry about is when they send me my sales report and my royalty checks every quarter. So I say that to say, when you wrap your mind around this business model, as a content creator, don't become a content creator just trying to make money off these other areas. No, become a content creator to market your brand, your company, your service, to drive sales for your products and your brand and your company. That's where you make the real money, right there. Yeah, along the way you'll get monetized and make money in those other directions, but have that business model in place and become a content creator to market your talents, your skills, your knowledge, your experience, your product, your brand, your service. You may be an auto mechanic. You may know a lot about computers. You may be a cosmetology. You may be an author or whatever. I'm a licensed therapist. So I'm always making money off my credential, which is a commodity. Even though I'm retired, companies are always seeking me out to go into contractual agreements, provide expert substance abuse clinical services people, and I ain't gonna do it for free. So I say that to say that's just all on one side of the model. That's which is the money piece. Understand that, content creators. And then on the right side of this business model, we got the viewers. We got viewers right now listening in to this live stream. We're going to have viewers come across this live stream. We're going to have folks going to do the replay. But that's so you got your viewers. You got your subscribers. Not all viewers are subscribers. Content creators, we do not make money off subscribers. We make money off our views through those ad revenue, and you make the significant money off those brand deals, and you're going to make the significant money off your product, your services, and your brand. We do not make money off subscribers. But understand, in order to get subscribers, it's interchangeable with viewership. That's interchangeable. But you make your own going money. I got well over 5,000 plus videos. So I'm generating ad revenue from all kind of directions with over 5,700 videos, people. That's a lot of published content. I'm not just making money off ad revenue from views on this live. People from all over the world at any given time can be watching any one of my 5,700 plus published content. We make our money through views, not subscribers. So on this right side of this business model, you also got YouTube, aka Google. They are the owners of these platforms. So that's a stakeholder. You also got on this right side, you got those brand deals, those companies where you got those contracts, enter into those contracts. They're also a stakeholder. Those companies. You got those brand deals, and anyone who can see your content can go on this side of the triangle, can go on this side of the business model. This is so important. The business model ties into the strategic business plan. I cannot be on this platform without talking about the power of this strategic business plan and this business model. This is the blueprint to the success of my channel. This is the blueprint to success of my company, Patterson Associates Resource Center. This is the blueprint to the sales of my book. So this is the blueprint, people. It's a business. And then the most important, the base of the pyramid. There we go, right here. The base of the pyramid is content creator. You, the content creator. Your brand, Marie Holiday brand. Marie Holiday product, Marie Holiday service. One of the first links I have on my YouTube channel is a link to my company, Patterson Associates Resource Center. That's the first link. You click that link will drive you to my business website. My company is well over 21 plus years strong, people. And that's one of the first links you will see when you go to my YouTube channel, the area where you have all those links. And that was deliberate. And one of the primary services I provide under my company is I go into execute a contract for individuals who want to hire me to develop their strategic business plan over the course of 4 paid sessions. I'm at full capacity now. I deliberately keep my clientele count low, no more than 5 at a time, because I wanted to kind of stay in hobby mode versus being bombarded with all of these people requesting my services. So I'm using this platform. You notice how I'm using this platform to market my other products and services and brand right here free on YouTube, at the same time earning ad revenue through YouTube as a monetized content creator. So I'm doing a lot of things at one time simultaneously, but it all ties into that business model. So when we look at the base of my pyramid, you got that content creator is going to market the other products and services and brand my company, Paris and Social Resource Center. My book, Awake Title, Awake Financial Freedom. My book went through 2 renowned publishing companies. The audio version of my book became available October 2023. My audiobook network did the audio version of my book, and Page Publishing Company did the soft copy of my book, the ebook version, the Kindle version, the Google Play. So these publishing companies' hands are still on my book, people. They're monitoring sales. They're restocking my books if they run out. They're sending me my sales reports every quarter. They're sending me my quarterly checks every quarter. So make no mistake, these publishing companies are still hands on my book, which ties into the base of the pyramid, that business model, my other product, services, and brand. Also, I want to talk about, in terms of the base of the pyramid, that is so important as a businesswoman is you got to spend money on marketing. In any business, you got to spend money on marketing. That is critical. You got to spend money on your product, your services, your brand. When I went through Page Publishing Company and my book hit all major bookstores January of 2022, I had to pay that publishing company to publish my book. They didn't publish my book for free. I had to pay Page Publishing Company to publish my book. That is not free. So all of the money that I spent to get my book published was a 100% business write-off. You gotta understand, content creators, you got to invest money into your product, services, and your brand, and and that comes with also spending money on marketing and paying these stakeholders. When Audiobook Network published my audio version of my book and became available October 2023, I had to pay that publishing company. They don't provide these services for free. It took both publishing companies 6 months to transform my accepted manuscript into published work. You're talking about 6 months from the experts. I had to pay a whole lot of money. But I knew, because I got that business mindset, that I was eventually going to get the return on my investments. It's no different in cultivating, developing, and nurturing your YouTube channel. I also spend money to market YouTube paid advertising to market my company. I spend money for YouTube advertising to market my book. And I spend money on YouTube paid advertising to market certain YouTube videos to expose my channel to the masses. So all of this money I'm spending to market my channel, to market my book, to market my company, to market my brand is a 100% business write-off. And I turn all my receipts over to my CPA at the end of the year to file my personal and business taxes. That ties into the base of that business model. You gotta understand that. You're gonna have to invest money in order to develop and to cultivate and to nurture all of your services, product, and brand, to include your YouTube channel. Also, like I said, all of this is a 100% business write-off. In the core of that business model, that core, right there, in the core, you got all of your various 1099s that you're going to get at the end of the year from your investments, your financial portfolio, YouTube, you got W-2s. So you're going to get all of that. In the core of that, you got to make sure to prove it's a business. You got to make sure you abide by the YouTube community guidelines. You got to make sure you have a business plan. You better make sure you adhere to the contractual agreements with your brand deals, because if you violate those contractual agreements, then you can use that brand, which is going to have an impact on your money. You better have a certified public accountant in place to do your personal and business taxes. All of this, what I'm talking about in the core, it validates that this is a business model. And then, most importantly, align yourself with a real good financial advisor, a reputable financial advisor. They can assist you in building your wealth. You know, it's good to have working knowledge of all of this, but I ain't got to worry about trying to keep up with all of this and all these different 1099s from my publishing companies and keeping up with revenue for my business and 1099 from YouTube. No, I just keep good records and just turn everything over to my CPA. Then I'm going to consult with my financial advisor throughout the year to make sure I'm on course. Because I even got in my business plan on dates when I meet with my financial advisor. So this right here, if you ain't got all this in place, then how are you going to grow? How are you going to grow financially in any area in terms of developing and cultivating your channel, your brand, your product, etc.? How it's not possible. Make sure also that's so important is you gotta have a mission, goals, and objective, aka the concept of your YouTube channel. It must be thoroughly indicated on the description section of your YouTube channel. And that description needs to tie into what's on your business plan. You know, that's critical. Because when these brand deals, when they're looking at my media kit that's only privy to these companies, they're going to also go to my YouTube channel and read my description. And I want them to be able to clearly see the mission, goals, and objective and concept of my YouTube channel. You got to have this. And it needs to tie into your business model. Because I'm telling you, all eyes, whether you realize it or not, all kind of different stakeholders' eyes are on your YouTube channel. When I check out videos from various content creators, and I guarantee you, everybody who's listening to this live, I guarantee you, you're going to check out that description on their YouTube channel. And it really needs to capture the core concept of your channel, to capture the mission goals of your channel. This is critical in terms of developing and cultivating and nurturing your channel as a content creator. If I was to take a look at my, here we go, mission, goals, and objectives of my YouTube channel, I printed it out, but this is literally in my description on my YouTube channel. Because I want to make sure brand potential companies, these send me contracts, and I know they're looking at this. I created my YouTube channel to share my experience on how I rose from financial destruction to financial freedom. The overall concept of my channel. You clearly need to state that in your description. That's going to cue the reader. Now I'm going to get the concept of this channel. The overall concept of my channel is for the viewer to gain valuable tips about money, finance, and budgeting tips, and how to rise above their financial situation. The core concept of my channel is directly link people to my first video. The core concept of my channel is directly linked to my book, Await Financial Freedom. The core concept of my channel is directly linked to my business website. It all ties in. And you're talking about a company that's well over 21 years old. That my core concept of my channel is still tied to my company that's well over 21 years old, wait, long been around long before YouTube. You're talking about the core concept of my channel tied directly into my book title, Await Financial Freedom. It was all by design, people. Because I stepped in knowing and understanding the power of that business model. And I also put the viewer will learn strategic ways to get out of debt and to remain debt-free. The viewer will gain valuable information by listening and paying attention as I share my knowledge in live stream lectures. Just like I'm sharing my knowledge in relation to how I develop and cultivate and nurture my channel to get it to the next stratosphere. This is real talk, people. This is real talk. We're about to usher into the year of 2025. And you better believe I got a lot of new goals on my strategic business plan in terms of how to continue to increase my revenue, not just from YouTube, but from my company, my book, making sure I'm meeting with my financial advisor, my certified public accountant, make sure I'm meeting with my web designer. All of these people are in my corner. It ain't just me, Marie Holiday. No, I got the right people in place who are the experts in doing what they're doing. So I ain't got to focus on all of that because I don't know all of this. I know enough to know I need to bring the right people in. I know enough to know I have working knowledge of what's going on. But I also know when to yield to the experts, people. This is real talk. So the viewer will gain valuable information by listening and paying attention as I share my knowledge in live stream lectures. I also share my health and wellness tips, because let me tell you something, health is wealth. If your mind, body, and soul and spirit is not healthy, how are you going to be productive as building your own product, service, and brand? And that's real talk right there. I'm real big on health, eating right, exercising, keeping up all my doctor appointments, following the recommendations of the doctors, everything. That's critical, and I've always known that. I share my health and wellness tips. I do my specialty coffee making tips, travel blogs. When I'm doing my travel blogs, check out a lot of my footage. When I took a guided tour to Cairo, Egypt, when I took a guided tour to Rome and Italy, you know, those trips were, which I was going to do that anyway. That's always been something on my bucket list. But to be able to do that and to be able to do it debt-free, people. And because I'm a businesswoman, all of the money I spent to travel abroad is a 100% business write-off. Because I have a business model in place, my strategic business plan in place. I have my CPA in place. And I'm telling you, you got to approach this from a business model. So I share my health and wellness tips, specialty coffee making tips, travel blogs, informative and motivational topics. So support and subscribe to my new YouTube channel. And also my book, I got to tie that book in, you better believe that. Also my book, Awake Financial Freedom, is available for purchase on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Apple, iTunes, Google Play, audiobook. Page Publishing Company and Audio Book Network did a phenomenal job in transforming my manuscript into a published book. I'll be forever grateful. And I also got on here to check out my business website, Paris and Associates Resource Center. All that's in my description on my YouTube channel. I'm linking everything. I'm linking my company. I'm linking my book. I'm linking my brand, all on the description of my YouTube channel to validate. Don't just become a content creator to try to make money off of YouTube. Become a content creator to make money from your own business, product, service, and brand. And to validate the power of that, YouTube can shut me down right now. That is not going to stop Paris and Associates Resource Center. That is not going to have anything to do with my royalty checks. That is not going to have anything to do with my brand. That's not going to have anything to do with the revenue I make under my company, Paris and Associates Resource Center. I utilize this platform to drive sales to my business. And along the way, yeah, I became monetized. Along the way, yeah, I'm getting YouTube brand deals. Along the way, yeah, I earned the YouTube Silver Play. That goes with the territory. But my primary driving force was not to start my YouTube channel to make money as a content creator. My primary focus was to start my YouTube channel with that business model in place to drive sales to my company with my coaching services, to drive sales to my book, and to expose my brand. Marie Holiday, I am the brand, people. My company, 21 years strong. I am the brand, and that was a deliberate, specific strategy on my part. And so as we look at other things I did to develop and to cultivate and to nurture my channel, and I'm going to say this is so important, and I tell anybody, this is my number 5 pointer right here, if you're taking notes, is I use a 3-component format for all of my published content. That is so critical. And I'm going to share with the world on what I mean by that 3-component format to my published content. Number 1, it has an opening. Number 2 is the meat of the content, meaning I'm going to present the topic. And number 3 is my closure. So the opening, if you notice when I open up this lecture, the opening is me. This is what works for me. But you got to have a format for your published content creators. You got to. In that opening, you can acknowledge your supporters and viewers, like I've acknowledged my supporters and my viewers. Folks are probably on the live stream, they're going to catch the replay. So your opening to your published content, you can acknowledge your supporters and viewers. Your opening, you really do need to clearly state your topic of the lecture. in regards to what you're going to be presenting. When I opened in this lecture, I clearly stated the topic. I'm going to share with how I developed and cultivated and nurtured my channel. The topic was clearly stated. That must be done on the opening. That part one of the format. Part two of the format is the meat of the content, meaning present your topic. Get down to business. You lecture on what you stated the topic is going to be about. Bottom line. If you notice in my opening, I acknowledged, I presented my topic, and bam, you literally have me. I say, now let me get down to business. Get to the meat of your content. I have listened to so many content creators on various different platforms. They go on and on and on and on and on. I'm thinking, when are they going to get to the meat of the topic? Present the information. And if they go on and on too much, I just click on to the next channel. And number three is your closure. Close it. Close it out. You can close it out where you can acknowledge your supporters again. During that closure, you might want to summarize briefly on what you lectured on. In your closure, you can mention upcoming lectures. And then one of my signature closures for my channel, if you listen to a lot of my videos, I'm going to always close it out with simplified, simple fidelis. And anybody who is Marine, I'm a Marine, armor discharge. Any Marine in this world know when you hear simplified, you know what that means. Ain't even got to say nothing. You already know what it means. That's my signature mark right there when I'm closing. So you got to have that 3-component format for your published content. Your opening, get down to the meat, meaning present and bring it to closure, people, and move on with the rest of your day. Deplug and move on with the rest of your day. And that ties into the business model. You know, I ain't trying to be funny. When I get in front of these cameras, because I understand it's a business model, I'm ready to get down to business. So I can move on. I got other things to do, but it's real talk. Another pointer I want to talk about, which is pointer number 7, is money should not be your primary driving force to become a content creator. Because if it is, you ain't gonna be willing to put the footwork, the blood, the sacrifice, and develop and to cultivate and to nurture your channel. It took me 2.5 years to monetize my channel. You ain't getting no money. Even when you monetize, you still gotta put a lot of work into it to see the significant money. My channel just became eligible for brand deals, already 4 years old by that point. Before I became eligible for brand deals, that's where you make the significant money. So if you're not driven by something higher, guided by the spirit, you ain't gonna last. Because most content creators, you know how many content creators have a thought to start a channel and never get past the thought. You know how many content creators quit before they get monetized? Because they find out that if you're not willing to put the blood, the sacrifice, the work, and the footwork into it and be internally driven, then you're not going to see success in your channel. And being just solely money driven ain't going to be enough, people. I'm here to tell you. Because I tell anybody, ain't nothing of true value in this world. It's going to become quick and fast. Number 8 point, which I think is so important, I always love talking about, is I am aware of my analytics, but I am not driven by my analytics, and I never have been. Bottom line. You know, I hear a lot of content creators talking about they trying to figure out the analytics and the algorithm. You ain't no figure it out because it's beyond your control. So a powerful pointer in terms of success and how I'm to develop and cultivate my channel is I'm aware of my analytics, but I am not driven by my analytics when it comes to publishing my content. No, what drives me is the spirit, and I'm driven also by my strategic business plan. And I'm driven by my business model. Because I got all these other powerful stakeholders in collaboration working with Marie Holiday to ensure the success of my business. My CPA, my certified public accountant, my publishing company hands are still on my book. I don't have to worry about all that. my web designer, at any given time, I can go into another contractual agreement for him to update my business website. So I'm leaning to the experts to support me so I can focus on other areas of my business, not just YouTube. So I'm aware of my analytics, but I'm not driven by my analytics, and I never have been. I understand, and I really do have working knowledge of the YouTube algorithm, just a little bit of working knowledge, enough to know I can't control no doggone algorithm in analytics. I understand that the YouTube algorithm is constantly updated and redefined by a team of engineers. These people are the experts at this and developers at YouTube. So I understand all of this, but I do not have any control of this process as a content creator. So what I do have control of as a content creator is publishing my content, following the goals and objectives of my YouTube channel, adhering to the YouTube community guidelines, adhering to my contract stipulations with my brand deals, relating to all of my brand deals, working very closely with my certified public accountants, my financial advisors, in terms of filing my business and personal taxes. I have control of that. So that's what I do have control of. So I'm not going to waste any time or any energy worrying about analytics in the algorithm. No, I'm going to invest my time and energy on what I do have control of. And I'm going to tell you something, it has had a direct impact on the success of my channel. It has had I think I have well over 343,000 subscribers, YouTube Silver Play Button Award brand deals. That's just for YouTube. And the minute I shift my mind or worrying about analytics, because that first 1 year when it took me a whole year just to get 100 subscribers, I was all worried about analytics and this and that. But the minute I shift my mindset going into the second year of my channel and really sat down and looked at my business model, looked at my strategic business plan, and got out there in the real world, people, and I got that first 1,000 subscribers, which is my core, then that's when I shift my mindset, that's when the transformation of when I saw my channel just go to a whole nother stratosphere, and also other areas of my company in terms of my primary service, professional business coaching, the sales of my book, and etc. The minute I got my mind off analytics and algorithm going into that second year, and the rest is history. I understand that the YouTube algorithm, I understand this, is triggered by factors like video watch time from viewers, which I have no control of that. Engagement, such as likes, comments, and shares by viewers, I ain't got no control of that. I can't control who comment on my channel, who view my channel, but what I do know that my channel can be viewed by anybody in this big old wide world. So it's triggered by engagement, likes, comments, and share. It's triggered by relevancy, and it's triggered by user history. Everything that I just verbalized has to do with viewers, something outside of my control. None of that has anything to do with me other than I'm the content creator. I cannot control on who view my video, who engage. I can't control relevance. I cannot control user history. If a person want to binge watch my videos or watch one time and never return, I can't control that. I'm going to focus on those things I can control. Because I'm going to tell you something. I produce my content. Yeah, it's available for the masses, but I produce my content for an audience of one, and it's guided by the Spirit. It has a biblical sense, and I'll also produce my content for myself. If somebody see the relevance of it, fine. But I don't lose any sleep over that. When you just put all that to the wayside and focus on what you can control and put God first in everything you do, I'm telling you, everything else will take care of itself. I can clearly remember when I had 2 subscribers. I can clearly remember when I only had 25 views, people. No one could have told me that my channel will be into a whole nother stratosphere. And I tell content creators, you will get views and watch hours from the totality of your published content catalog. I have over 5,700 videos. So it ain't nowhere in the world I'm going to try to waste my time to figure out where all of my views are coming from. One video may have a low view, but I may get an older video getting thousands and thousands of views. And I tell content creators, you are getting views from your entitled published catalog. That's why you need to be focusing on publishing your content. Another important, powerful pointer in knowing all of this is that I continue to focus as we usher into the year of 2025. I will continue to focus on what I can control. Publishing my content, driven by the spirit. I'm going to focus on making sure I'm following the goals and objectives of my YouTube channel, the mission, goals, and objectives of my YouTube channel, the concept of my channel, and my other business goals and objectives. I'm going to make sure I adhere to the YouTube community guidelines. I'm going to make sure I adhere to contracts that I have entered into with major companies relating to brand deals. I'm going to continue to work very close with my certified public accountant to file my personal and business taxes. I'm going to continue to work very closely with my financial advisors, my publishing companies. Hands are still on my book, people. Hands are still on my book. And that's what I'm going to continue to do as a content creator. All of this is what I just said. It's the blueprint in regards to how I have developed and cultivate and nurture and grown my channel. That is the blueprint right there. It's no big secret. That's the blueprint. I'm going to continue to invest in ongoing marketing to promote certain YouTube videos, to promote my book, Awake Financial Freedom, to promote and market my company, Paris & Associates Resource Center, to continue to drive revenue. All of this is the success of my channel. All of this is the blueprint, not just my channel, but my company, Paris & Associates Resource Center, my book title, Awake Financial Freedom, my publishing company, Audiobook Network, my second publishing company. They have already reached out to me. They're waiting on me. Actually, both of my publishing companies are waiting on me until I ask about publishing my second book. My second publishing company, Audiobook Network, they're entertaining the idea of a feature film play with my book, Awake Financial Freedom. And I say that to say all of what I just said ties into Marie Holiday brand, Paris & Associates company. My book, Awake Financial Freedom, not YouTube content creator. I'm going to use this platform to promote that. But understand, my company and my book and Marie Holiday brand is separate from YouTube. I came onto this platform to use this platform as a content creator. Yeah, I got monetized along the way to deliberately market my product, my service, and my brand. And I'm always looking at my business plan. I got other business goals on here. My business plan is well over 30 pages long. I'm working on goals simultaneously. And then one of the goals I'm working on is continuously working with my publishing company to drive sales to my book, Awake Financial Freedom. But right now, my strategic business plan is 30 pages long. I got goals I'm working on simultaneously. And I tell folks, another secret to my success in all of my, not just my YouTube channel, but my company and everything I do, is I have been internally driven since as far back as I can remember. I've been writing my goals and objectives down since the age of 5, people. I've been writing goals down on paper since I've been 5 years old. So it's within me to do this. And what I discovered and know about myself, when I write a goal down, it's already achieved. Because I don't care how long it takes for me to reach that goal, because I'm going to be consistently going in and updating my business plan, revising my business plan, touching my business plan on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. I'm looking and revising my business plan a good 20 to 30 times a month, people. I've been doing it since age 5. So I say that to say, this is the blueprint right here. It's no big secret. And I'm looking forward in regards to the trajectory path God is going to guide my channel. I'm so excited in terms of the direction my channel is going, the direction of the sales of my book, the direction of my company, Patterson Social Resource Center. And but like I said, the primary services, I go into an executed contract to develop a strategic business plan for folks who want to hire me over the course of 4 paid coaching sessions. I got a wait list that's well over a year just for that one particular service. So again, share this information. Many folks might need to hear this. It's no secret. It's no secret. And like I said, you know, you got to have that business model in place. That is the blueprint in regards to any goal that you want to achieve in life. And I'm here to tell you. So that's all I have. Simplify, simple fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.